A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the LSU Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Offense in a split backfield. Trying to get outside, it's Hosley. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Bounced right back to them.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mendoza. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Could be an alley. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Hosley. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. That's caught. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Snags it, and there's running room. The 30. Running inside the 20. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Quick spin on the run. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The LSU Tigers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, Sam Levitt. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Durham. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability.
Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Can't get him to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. This
fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Hosley. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they did tack on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Addison. Could not make his way to the corner. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking outside, it's Hosley. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback bonus strike.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go right back to it, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. LSU will get a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. The give to Caden Durham. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Completes it in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Hosley. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to Caden Durham. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Caught. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll run it with Caden Durham. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, LSU! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got the 1st down. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Sets up the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback will keep it. Maybe some room here. Great awareness, picks up the 1st down and slides at the exact right moment. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Addison. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the option. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just threw that one way too far.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. 3rd down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open, what does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at half. Oh, he's got some space. and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Hold and fired complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Through the air, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got it set up on the outside. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Harris.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Durham.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught, and he's got room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Levin. Lets it fly. Got the big tight end on the corner route.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They'll operate out of split backs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Hosley. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Right on the money. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the move. Runs through a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Running inside, it's Hosley. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. 3rd and 9. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Calls his own number. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Looking down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got a man. It's Harris. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off play action on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt at the 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Fires to the right, and they can't make the connection.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. These corners going to give them some space. On 4th down, looking to pass. Sweet cut there. He's not going to get there. Out of bounds, short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Here's Durham. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter, sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Harris.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Rush is on him. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.